Hi, I currently hold the world record for Pyromaniac. If you want to beat this game as fast as possible, there are a few key things you need to understand. Every speedrun comes down to 3 categories: skips and tricks, movement, and optimization. A typical playthrough of Pyromaniac takes around an hour, but knowing that skips and tricks shave off 3 minutes, movement about 12 minutes, and optimization about 10 minutes, with all of these in count and with RNG on your side, you can easily get a sub 30 run. Since this game released a few months ago, there aren't that many skips or bugs to go around, but I will show you the most important ones for Chapter 2, 3, and 4. Starting with Chapter 2. This is the valve bug. It's by far the most important bug in the game, saving roughly 30 seconds by pressing E and D at the same time. At the start of Chapter 3, there's a skip on the rooftop. Instead of going forward, jump onto the small lobe on the left to skip 2 jumps. Make sure to hug the wall as you do it. The last skip of Chapter 3 isn't really a skip, but knowing the most optimal path for exiting the forest will save you around 40 seconds. In Chapter 4, there are 2 important skips. In the puzzle section, you can go over a pipe by hugging its right side, saving over 10 seconds. The last skip in Chapter 4 is at the end, where you can access a door through the wall by jumping and pressing E above the door frame, which skips around 15 seconds. Which really reminds me of another game that I can't really put my finger on, you know? When it comes to movement, there are 2 important mechanics to master: stamina management and crouch jumping. The biggest time saver is managing your stamina correctly, knowing when to sprint and when to conserve it. Another key mechanic is crouch jumping. Unlike a regular jump, a crouch jump doesn't consume any stamina, allowing you to save more time. To perform a crouch jump, hold the crouch key before you jump. The basic rule of stamina management is to start sprinting when your stamina bar is full, and to conserve your stamina when it runs out completely. However, this rule doesn't apply everywhere. Some sections require different stamina usage, so pay attention to where sprinting is actually beneficial, and use your own judgment to decide whether your stamina is being spent efficiently or not. In Pyromaniac, there's only 3 things you can optimize: which enemy to fight, RNG, and the things I've mentioned before. Throughout the chapters, you can encounter enemies that are not meant to be killed. You can save a lot of time by skipping the enemies that don't block your path, except those who you need to fight, like the zombie waves, firefighter, and other ones. Unfortunately, you cannot manipulate the RNG in this game, so if you get bad valves or a bad forest key, you need to restart the run. And if you combine everything, it should look like this.